Hey everyone, it's Juliana Metzner. I'm part of the content team for Vector Digital. I've been a member of FPRA for about 5 years, and the last 2 years I was part of the board and leadership team. I was lucky enough to receive a scholarship to attend annual conference, and sadly I could not attend in person, but I was able to do the virtual conference, which ended up being really great for me. So the session that I'm going to be talking about today is how to use social media for effective, always on brand storytelling. And this was presented by Will Ayers Jr. I hope I said that correctly. So just a quick little brief statement about Will. He got his bachelor's in broadcast journalism from Florida A&M University, and he spent a few years working in sports broadcasting, doing videography and some other stuff in broadcast journalism. But then he went back to school for his master's in integrated marketing communication from FSU, and he kind of changed focus a little bit from broadcast to corporate marketing PR strategies. He has previously worked for big brands like the Home Depot, Red Bull, and currently he's a marketing manager for Instagram. So I felt like I was in really good hands with this presentation based on his experience. So the majority of his talk was focused on a music campaign that Red Bull did in Atlanta, and the event focused on 4 different types of music on 4 different stages, and the audience would vote on which one they thought was the best. So to promote the event, they heavily relied on social media, and they did a number of different things. They used influencers to promote content on their pages and get more views and more interest. They created a special Red Bull can design that was sold in stores in Atlanta. And that special can increased their sales year over year significantly. And it was actually really cool to see some of the information. So if you have a chance to go back and watch this presentation, I highly recommend it. It's pretty cool. And the thing that I found really interesting was that by using social media, they were able to get traditional media coverage from their social media posts. And I thought that was really cool because sometimes you think, okay, I'm talking about a big event and I'm going to post on social media, but then I'm going to send out a separate press release and pitch to the media. And you don't necessarily think of the two coming together. But when he was talking about it, I was like, that really makes sense, especially when you're talking about a huge event in Atlanta. It was really cool. So some of the takeaways that I got from the session is that storytelling is essential to being impactful on social media. If you're posting just to post, it's not going to be as interesting to people. There should be something behind it. So like with his music event, they did stories about the artists. They talked about the person that designed the can that they sold, the special design, the limited edition can. And it was very focused on Atlanta, people from Atlanta and telling their stories. And it was really great. So also another one is that content creators or influencers, that can be interchangeable. They can be really effective at connecting brands with their target audiences. And I thought that was, again, great, especially with Red Bull when you've got, influencers using TikTok and Snapchat and Instagram and all these different platforms to promote things, and it really fits with Red Bull and what they were trying to do. Another takeaway is that you should understand key seasonal moments and try to create an editorial calendar to guide content ahead of time. So instead of doing it on a month-by-month basis, try to do it quarterly or even just annually and focus on some of those bigger things. And he talked about, so for Red Bull, they would focus on Mother's Day and Father's Day and, some of those holidays and kind of pushing out different content then. And then again, I mentioned that posting on social media can lead to traditional media pickup, which I think is really great. And another thing that he talked about was when they did the Red Bull event, they created special stickers and GIFs to use on Instagram so people could post on their stories and use these really cool stickers and stuff that were unique to them. And it was really engaging for their audience. And I thought that was really cool. So I hope that this gives you a good idea of some ways to kind of guide your social strategy. It's not one of those things where you kind of just throw everything at the wall and hope something sticks. There really should be a lot of strategy behind it, and it could lead to bigger and better things. And it's also important to stay up to date on the newer platforms. So I know for me, TikTok is something I need to learn more about, because I have a client that they would work perfectly for on TikTok with influencers. And so knowing how to use that is going to be really helpful for that particular client and a campaign. So thank you for listening. I hope you guys have a great day. I wish I could be there, but COVID is definitely not fun. So bye.